Namaskar and welcome to the newsroom of the Bharat India. I'm Sanjay Gupta with the news of the day for you. First, the headlines. GDP grows at 13.5% in April-June quarter on pandemic rebound. Gorbachev, who ended the Cold War, dies at 91. NCRB reports 195% rise in cybercrimes in 2021 in the state of Uttarakhand. Road accidents killed 1,230 people in national capital last year. And in sports, Afghanistan ready to take on big guns after entering Super 4 in Asia Cup cricket tournament. Now, the news in detail. A post-COVID rebound saw India's economy grow 13.5% in the April to June quarter, mainly due to the base effect official data showed. This is the sharpest growth in the Indian economy in a year. The gross domestic product, GDP, had expanded by 20.1% in the corresponding April-June period of 2021-22, according to the data released by the National Statistical Office. Mikhail Gorbachev, who ended Cold War without bloodshed but failed to prevent the collapse of the Soviet Union, died at the age of 91. Russian news agency cited hospital officials as saying. Though in power for less than 7 years, Gorbachev unleashed interesting series of changes, but they quickly overtook him and resulted in the collapse of authoritarian Soviet state, the freeing of Eastern European nations from domination, and the end of decades of East-West nuclear confrontation. The Central Clinical Hospital said in a statement that Gorbachev died after a long illness without any further details. The state of Uttarakhand recorded a 195% increase in cybercrimes in 2021 as compared to the previous year, according to the latest data from the National Crime Records Bureau, NCRB. The state reported 718 cybercrimes. The state reported 718 cybercrimes in 2021 against 243 in 2020 and 100 in 2019, the report said. The Special Task Force of Uttarakhand Police has arrested an aide of Uttar Pradesh Nakal Mafia in the Uttarakhand Subordinate Services Selection Board UKSSSC question paper leak case from Goa, a police official said. With his arrest, the total number of arrests, including the Secretariat Guard exam, has reached 30. According to police, the accused Firoz Haldar, a resident of Shamvihar colony on Sitapur Road in Lucknow, was arrested from Panaji in Goa. There were 1,238 fatalities due to road accidents in the national capital last year. According to the Delhi Road Fatalities Report 2021, released on Tuesday, which also reinforced the trend of motorcyclists and pedestrians being at greatest risk of death on the city roads. The number was second lowest in the last 10 years, but that was largely due to pandemic-related reduction in movement in 2020, a year when 68 days hard lockdown was in place and there was an overall reduction in travel due to COVID-19. There were 1,197 deaths from 1,163 fatal crashes, the lowest in 10 years. It's now time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
ITM हमारा, इसमें बहती ज्ञान की गंगा है, इसमें रहती प्रेम की यमुना है, सिद्धांतों का उच्च हिमालय है, भक्ति सिखाता एक तिरंगा है, गुरुकुल जैसा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, ITM हमारा, ये इंस्टीट्यूट हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, ITM हमारा, ये इंस्टीट्यूट हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा.
Welcome back to the studios of the Bharat India. Now some news on the academic front. Meanwhile, the 4-day orientation ceremony for the students of new academic session 2022-25 at ITM College, premier academic institution in North India, continued for the last day today. The program witnessed industry gurus from various segments of industries, college alumni sharing their experience. The program witnessed industry gurus from various segments, college alumni sharing their experience with the students and provided an opportunity to them to clear their doubts or seeking valuable inputs on future course of action. The guests were welcomed by the public relation head Sanjay Gupta. The felicitation of guests took place at the start of the day. The experience shared by the guests interested the new students and they had something to follow later. The chief mentor and motivational speaker, Mr. Rajveer, shared an anecdote to deliver the message of self-love being most important to move higher in life. Till the last report came in, the event was on. The Union Minister Krishan Pal Gurjar on Wednesday said that a fair investigation is underway in the alleged murder of politician Sonali Phogat and guilty will not be spared. Speaking to ANI, the minister said the kind of news coming in and primary investigation report of the police in the Sonali case, it seems to be a case of murder, but nothing can be certain till the final investigation report comes. But guilty will not be spared at any cost. Everything will come out. In appreciation for the Union Government of India, World Bank has said the government took quite a few successful measures in its early emergency response to the COVID-19 pandemic to ensure medical and life-saving supplies, including streamlined central procurement, early exports reduction, state-supported market development and funding the private sector in manufacturing. The World Bank said in a report on Tuesday. The World Bank and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank funded the emergency and health system strengthening project in India worth $1.5 billion. As on Tuesday, there were over 770 million people across India between the age group of 18 and 60 who were due for their precautionary vaccine or booster dose of COVID-19 vaccine. But the government data shows that only 12% of this cohort had taken the third shot. The statistic is not encouraging even for people eligible for boosters. The longest three categories of people, those above 60, healthcare and frontline workers, are deemed at highest risk and thus were first ones allowed to take the third shot. Nearly 9 months into India's booster program, these numbers highlight the persistent uphill challenge in expanding coverage. So, the clearest way to tackle the complacency appears to be to keep boosters free and reach out to people and inform them about the clear signs around them. Now in sports, Afghanistan appears ready to take on big guns after they become the first team to qualify for the Super 4 stage of Asia Cup in Sharjah after their victories over Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. As a team in this Asia Cup, we are showing that Afghanistan have quality batsmen, quality bowlers and quality fielders, said the all-rounder Nabi after they thrashed Bangladesh by 7 wickets on Tuesday. That's all from the newsroom for now. Have a pleasant day.